Hi there. Hi, everyone. So, I've been giving a lot of thought into something that I spoke about yesterday. I've had a lot of conversations with clients this week, and we've been commiserating about all the responsibilities we have, caretaking, being mom, being wife, being daughter. And it seems like at this part of our lives, our responsibility is really larger than ever. I felt like when I was young and had younger kids, that was the prime of caretaking. That was responsibility at its highest. I have young kids. But the truth is, as I've gotten older and what I'm experiencing with many of my clients is that as we're older, our work responsibilities are generally greater. Many of us are the sandwich generation, so we care for parents and yet we're still raising our young adults or teenage kids. And just, being a wife, being, as an aging part of the population, we may have some health stuff or, be caring for others that do. And the truth of the matter is, it's a time of our lives that, in my opinion, are just way higher on the responsibility scale than I felt when my kids were young, even though that was really kind of a different kind of stress on my mental self and my body having young kids. But now I really do feel as though the responsibilities are actually much greater. You know what the saying is, older kids, bigger kids, bigger problems. And I just think that applies overall to this time of our lives. So I really wanted to sort of talk about when you have overwhelming responsibilities. You might just feel frazzled, unfulfilled, stressed. You feel like you're not really accomplishing anything. Maybe you feel like you're running in circles to reach any sort of goals. So today I'm going to talk to you about some ways to manage that. But first I'll introduce myself as always, Stacy Portugal, and I'm a weight loss coach. And I help women over 40 kind of figure it out, get the results they deserve when it comes to weight loss and health issues. I am a board certified life coach. And I love the marriage of life coaching, health, and weight loss. So anyway, when it comes to this time of our lives, what I've realized just in talking to so many clients this week is that you really, really need to kind of buckle in and be prepared to go for a ride. That middle age is the time of our lives where we are certainly still young enough to do anything that we want, hopefully, if we're taking good care of ourselves. But the idea of caretaking is really amplified right now. And honestly, for many of us, we are busier than we ever were, even though we may not even have any kids at home. So given that notion and personal stuff that I've gone through as well, my coaching partner, Sandy Smith, and I have developed a 3-day workshop. It just comes right to your inbox. It's free. And it's something that we developed in response to many of our clients feeling sort of frazzled and, they feel like they're just constantly putting out fires or going from one thing to the next. So if you're interested, go ahead and just click on the link in this post above. And like I said, it's free and it just comes right to your inbox. But what it really does is it helps you to identify what's most important in your life, and then it sort of helps you to understand what the reality is. Where are you really spending your time, and where's that gap? So the purpose of it essentially is to help you bridge the gap. And it's interesting because, oh, it's too far and I can't get it, but I did it myself because I'm mic'd here. I did it myself, and it was so interesting to go through the workshop myself and to really gain a deeper understanding of what's important in my life, but also what am I actually giving my time to? And how can I sort of bridge that gap so that I feel more balanced? I feel more in control. I'm making time in my life for things that really matter to me. It's really funny because someone said this to me a while back, and they were referring to how busy I was because one of my parents were sick at the time. And they said to me, I don't care if you're at home just reading a book. You need to find that time if that's what's important to you. It's not time wasted. So it really made me think about more deeply how to structure my day every day. Where do I need to create better boundaries? And to gain a better understanding of what's really important to me and things that don't necessarily require a day-to-day commitment, but are really on my list as something important. Maybe it's a week-to-week commitment. Maybe it's a month-to-month commitment. Maybe it just generally needs to be on my radar and I'm not ready to make a move just yet. But doing these 3 steps is pretty simple, and it really helps you find that balance that we all crave and that sense of fulfillment. Not to mention, I don't know about you, but when I have too much on my plate, I have a really, really hard time staying focused. And I just feel like I can't get anything done and I'm overwhelmed and I don't know where to go next. So I hope you'll check out the 3 simple steps to create balance in your abundant life. And I'll be curious as to what you think about it. So go ahead and you can come back to this post and comment after the 3 days, or feel free to post yourself or email me at stacy@stacyportugal.com. Remember that our community begins in the comments. So I'll be very curious to hear what you think about the 3-day workshop. So go ahead, click on the link in this post, free, and I think it might be really helpful for those of us who live a great life but feel pretty busy, pretty stressed, maybe a little unfocused, a little overwhelmed at times. So thanks as always for tuning in, and I'll for sure see you in the next video. Bye.